You've been told probiotics rebuild your gut, but what if I told you most of them leave in under 2 weeks? They're more like weekend repair crews than long term tenants, and yet they can still transform your gut, immune system, even your mood. Here's how. Hey everyone, my name is Mark Bates. I'm a metabolic health coach, and this is part of my question and answer series. Probiotics don't live in your gut. The truth they never told you. Alright, let's get to the question on this one. You mentioned that most probiotics don't permanently colonize the gut, but instead transiently pass through. This challenges a fundamental assumption many people have about probiotic supplementation. What does the research actually show about how long these transient bacteria remain active in the digestive system, and what specific mechanisms allow them to exert health effects during this brief window? Well, wow, that was a great question, and you're absolutely right. Many people assume that probiotic bacteria take up long term residence in the gut. In reality, research shows that most probiotic strains are transient colonizers, meaning they do not establish permanent residence in the microbiome, but can still produce significant health effects during their passage through the digestive tract. So, how long do transient probiotics actually stay active? Right? Typical duration. Studies indicate that the most ingested probiotics persist in the gut for 1 to 2 weeks at most after supplementation stops. Detection window. Viable strains can often be found in stool samples within hours to a few days after ingestion, peaking around day 3 to 7, diminishing shortly after stopping use. Colonization is rare. Even with daily dosing, true colonization, long-term integration into the native microbiome is rare except under special conditions. For example, post-antibiotic use or certain specific strains that are designed that we found will do this. Right? So the idea here is if you're going to use a probiotic for a reason, the reason is to fix a temporary problem. Your gut normally keeps rebuilding its microbiome according to the way you eat, and it builds it around the type of foods that you eat. Okay? So, remember, many are only viable for hours to days at most. Some will last maybe even 3 to 7 days. A rare few will last 1 to 2 weeks in your gut. So these are not long term residents.